Hello guys, welcome to Supreme Tennis. Today we have a crucial lesson on serving. I'm going to show you a routine that will help you get the most out of your service practice. Many players tend to just grab a basket and hit balls aimlessly, but let's make these sessions more purposeful to improve your serve as quickly as possible. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Now let's get into it. To start here, I'm warming up my shoulder and focusing on feeling the racket head drop before I extend up towards contact. This is how you will see a lot of pros warm up, and it's a great way to understand the correct shape and fluidity with the serve. If you're trying this for the first time, it might not be as easy as it looks. Now moving on to actually hitting some balls. Initially, I'm just getting a feel for it with no real power, simply rolling in a few serves to finish off the warm up. I'll do the same on the ad side in a second as well, and by this point your shoulder should be nicely warmed up to start adding more power as the session progresses. I also just want to mention how essential it is to incorporate these sessions into your weekly training schedule. Think about it, for every 1,000 forehands you might hit, you're only going to hit around 50 serves, let's say. And it may not be the most fun, but practicing and developing your serve is imperative. After all, it is the most important shot in the game. Okay, next let's focus a bit on placement. And you can see here I've split the box into two halves, so I can either hit to the left of the box or the right of the service box. And placement is key. You need to be able to mix it up and target your opponent's weaker side during crucial moments. And also just notice how I'm hitting around 50 to 60% pace here. And that's going to be the pace throughout the whole session pretty much. You'll see the pros often train their serve at the same pace as well. By the end of this routine, you'll have hit around 500 serves, and if you go 100% the whole time, you're gonna feel extremely sore the next day and risk the chance of injury. A good task you can give yourselves at this point of the practice session is to allow 10 serves for each area, and obviously aim to get in as many as possible. You might say it's a bit over the top, but try to record these numbers on paper, gain valuable stats and see if you are actually improving your level of consistency over a period of time. Now I'm just moving the cones here to make placing the serve more challenging. The target zones are smaller, so whether I go for a wide serve or a T serve, I've got to try and avoid the middle zone. If you can hit your intended target area 70 to 80% of the time, you're doing well. And if that's the case, you can then start to think about making these target areas even smaller to work on more precision. And for me personally, the serve was never my strong point. Before starting this routine, honestly, my potential was around 30%. After practicing this twice a week for about 3 months, I believe my serve improved by at least 40%. This routine really is a game changer. Okay, now let's increase the difficulty by focusing on placement as well as spin variation. I never really had a huge serve, but varying spins and placement to keep my opponent guessing was key in my service games, and it will be for you too. First, I'm working on the slice out wide at a nice steady pace, ensuring I get some decent action on the ball. I stand a bit wider to exaggerate the spin, aiming for the ball to cross the tram line before it crosses the baseline. Then I repeat the same on the ad side, focusing on brushing up from left to right to generate topspin for my kick serve. And practicing these spins on both sides is a must. Don't just practice your slice from the juice court and your kick from the ad court. And although I didn't demonstrate here, make sure that you do train both spins on both sides. Lastly here, I hit a few flat serves down the tee. Personally, I rarely hit a serve completely flat. I usually add a touch of slice. Otherwise, I find my first serve percentage drops. And my aim here was to get it in and then still hit the back curtain after one bounce. And I probably could have hit these a bit harder, as I didn't manage that every time. Cool, so there you have it guys, a simple yet highly effective serve routine. Doing this 1 to 2 times a week will significantly improve your serve, I promise you. The more you practice, the better. I'll be adding more advanced routines in the future, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching guys. See you in the next one.